Mark Cosgrove with his second 100 in successive LV County Championship matches, and Niall O'Brien led a recovery for Leicestershire on the second day of their match with Northamptonshire at Wantage Road. The visitors began the second morning in trouble on 30 for 3 in reply to their host's 325, and in the day's fourth over, night watchman Rob Sayer edged Rory Kleinfeldt behind. That gave the South African all 4 wickets, and he would have fancied a few more, but Leicestershire captain Cosgrove, enjoying the warm conditions, played an excellent hand to match the efforts of his opposite number, Alex Wakely, on the previous day. Cosgrove scored a ton in the win over Derbyshire last time out, and he was soon putting bat to ball here as well. He dominated the scoring in the morning session and was at a 50 off his 81st delivery, with these couple of runs off Ben Sanderson. Even though his county looks set to claim the wooden spoon for the third year running in this competition, there is no doubt that things have improved under the Australian this year. He struck 7 fours in this 50. He lost Adil Ali at the other end before lunch, his 104-minute stay bringing him only 14 runs in a stand of 71 with his skipper. The total read 109 for 5 at the break, Leicestershire with still lots to do to restore parity in this contest, but much of that work was done by O'Brien, who played a stunning innings in the afternoon against his former county. The Irishman played plenty of shots both off the front and back foot, as he was soon taking care of business and taking over much of the scoring, allowing Cosgrove just to quietly push his own innings along. O'Brien began to turn this game around very quickly. He struck a Kleinfeldt no ball to the fence to get to a half-century of only 42 deliveries, 9 of which had brought him boundaries. At this stage, since lunch, he'd hit 49 runs to Cosgrove's 4, and he was soon overtaking his skipper. He really went after Stephen Crook, who later was taken to hospital for a scan after tripping over the boundary rope. The first 3 balls of his new spell were all hit for 4, and then this flick brought O'Brien a maximum to see him race into the 70s. From nowhere, a substantial partnership was suddenly being developed, and Northants had to start to think again. They would certainly not have planned for an onslaught such as this one from O'Brien. The partnership reached 3 figures, of which O'Brien had smashed 83 of them. A rapid ton was on the cards until O'Brien pulled a long hop from Rob Keogh and was caught to go for a 95, which had been made off only 84 deliveries and made out of a 6-wicket stand of 116. With him gone and the total now on 221 for 6, the deficit standing at 104, normal service was resumed, with Cosgrove now able to take over for a while with some more classy cricket shots, which had him close to his latest 100. He moved on to 99 with this 6 off Keogh, the maximum being added to the 12 fours struck by the batsman. And the 27th 100 of the 31-year-old's career arrived in Keogh's next over with his single. The man from Adelaide had used up 169 balls to get to 3 figures, an innings which had kept his side right in this game. You could tell from his reaction that this was an important knock for his side. T arrived with Leicestershire on 271 for 6, now only 54 runs adrift, and that deficit was reduced further as Cosgrove continued to excel in partnership with Wayne White. As with their last match when they defeated Derbyshire, Leicestershire were showing how much more fight they have in their ranks these days. Cosgrove had taken his side to within 30 runs of their hosts when he was trapped in front by Kleinfeldt for 110, the bowler with his 4th 5-wicket haul of the championship summer. It was now left to Clint Mackay and White to try to get their side as close to Northamptonshire's first innings total as possible. They did well in equalling these scores to give their side a chance of actually developing a challenging advantage. But White was then out for 43 in his first knock back with his county. He just didn't get enough on a shot off Keogh and hold out to Wakely. Some turn from the same spinner then found the edge of Ben Rain's bat as he went 2 balls later for a duck. So the scores were level with Leicestershire's last pair now at the crease together. Mackay decided to have a dart and he twice went big off Azarullah to race through the numbers, while Charlie Shrek did well to hold up the other end for 50 minutes to frustrate the home team. This shot took Mackay to just the 5th 50 of his career, this one coming off 71 balls from which it hit those 2 maximums and 7 other 4s. He fully ensured that this day very much belonged to his team. The day was ended when Shrek was well held in the slips by Richard Levy for 15, Leicestershire all out for 372, Kleinfeld with figures of 5 for 68 within that, and that was the 300th first-class wicket for Azzarola. It means that the visitors enter the third day of this game with a first innings lead of 47, one they will hope to make the most of with the ball.